Hi everyone, it's Jasmine Cherie here and it's May 28th. I'm just filling up the pools for the geese. They're excited to have some fresh water. Angel is looking a lot better. Look at her. It's only been a few days, so she's looking a lot more cleaned up. The raven's up flying around. Can you see it? Oh, I lost track of it. So, it's like it comes out because it knows I'm going to go feed it some quail eggs at the end of the driveway. Doing that to attract the ravens. Attract the ravens so that we don't have hawks and owls here. Ravens will keep them away. Still have to be careful with the ducklings though. It's a beautiful day, very windy here. Just filled up a couple of buckets in the drinking bowl there. I figured out with the flat bucket I can scoop out the majority of the water in the pool, and then it's much easier for me to dump it. A little bit of a workout though, still. Hi, I'm standing in their doorway of their aviary enclosure. You have a lot to say today, don't you? Yeah. Good birds. The water's filling up. This one's like, why is it not making any more noise? Who's going to be the first one to go in? I was doing chores this morning and moved the enclosure for the ducklings and goslings. I am doing rotational grass grazing for them in our backyard. So it requires me to move their little puppy playpen every morning, and it helps, I guess, fertilize in that area and then move on to the next. We have to have our lawnmower repaired again. So just bought it a year ago, Troy built, and just lost it 13 months before it started. I don't know if we replaced the solenoid, something else, and the battery, and it's a brand new tractor and it's a dud, so frustrating. Bought it at Home Depot brand new. Anyway, just outside of the warranty period to get anything done on it, so we're gonna try to have it serviced. I do have like an electric mower, but I know that it takes about 23,000 steps just to mow the lawn here. I've done it before. It took me about 3 days, a few hours of walking every day. Good exercise though. But it only takes me a couple of hours with the tractor mower, so. What's up in the sky? They're always looking up. This one's over here still drinking. There's something up there. Just looking at the clouds. So Angel is looking a lot better. Even the wound on her bill is starting to heal up. And on her wings as well, she had some scratches on her shoulders, or her wing elbows. Not sure what those are called. If anybody knows, let me know. Their feed again was left out yesterday. It's probably fermenting now. We didn't get much rain, but I'm gonna let Mark know to tuck it in for the night for them. It's hard to see the screen in the full sun. And of course they're going in the pool that doesn't have any water at all. Look at them, even happy to drink muddy, dirty water in the mud. So. You see something? Do you see something? Not sure if I mentioned it yesterday in the video. Mark forgot to close the latch on the Indian runners enclosure, and the Indian runners came out and the geese were just honking and hollering. I ran out to come see what was going on, and the Indian runners were out loose in the yard. So the geese are new here, Hasn't even been a week and they already know what's out of the norm. Highly intelligent birds. That's why it just broke my heart to see them in such horrible conditions where I got them from. A lot of people view waterfowl as just, you know, dispensable livestock, but they do have emotion and create really strong bonds to their mates and friends. So that's why we're on the fence about rehoming the pilgrim pair and Angel the Emden with the angel wings. Hear the flapping above. It's the tarp, because it is a very windy day. The tarp's what's on top of the aviary. Technically, we can't put a solid roof on there, given that it would count as a third building, I think. I'm gonna look into that. It's really just a garden aviary, so we can keep the birds enclosed in it and secure during the winter months. We can use bales as walls, create a windbreak. And I'll make the video as long as it takes to fill up the pools. I think that's going to be the cutoff. So however long that is. And I do really appreciate you watching through the entire video. It really helps tremendously. Sharing the videos, getting it out there. I plan to post almost every day. You know, winter, of course, is a little bit more challenging because of how cold it is in our climate in Canada. We'll probably have live stream cameras on all the time at some point, so you'll be able to watch them around the clock. You'll notice the Emden gander has, not the Emden, sorry, the pilgrim gander has a pretty deep voice compared to the goose. There he goes. The deeper honking, hers is a little bit higher pitched. And I'm gonna come sample test the bucket water compared to the bowl. Right? You still have to put a latch on their little gate, but it works for now. It's just makeshift. It's not going to be permanent. We just did this really quickly in order to get them a larger enclosure outside of the aviary, have a room for them to walk around, get some exercise. You know, the space they were in was about the size of one parking spot. So you can imagine how confined they were, unable to clean themselves, out in the full sun. Look at the water beating on the feathers already, and that's been about I want to say 5 days that she's been here. So the first pair arrived, or the gander, pilgrim gander, and the tufted goose arrived on last Saturday. So it's only been a week and 3 days. And then I went to go get 2 more on Wednesday, I believe it was, and then the last 4 on the Friday, or was it Saturday? I'm already losing track. But it hasn't even been 2 weeks they've been here, so really pleased how well they've adjusted. And we don't know their ages. I do feel that they need names. It's a little confusing telling them apart. They do have a little bit of differences. If you notice, there's 2 tufted geese, the non-tufted gander and the non-tufted goose right there. So you have, actually there's 2 non-tufted goose right here. And I have some really great news. If you've made it this far to hear good news, we have in their incubator a few eggs that they were sitting on nests, and we collected their eggs. So I believe it was 7 that are viable, and I'm going to double check tonight when I candle them, make a note of it, and we'll probably also have them being filmed hatching. Tonight is really interesting. I'm also putting into lockdown separate eggs that came from another Sebastopol breeder a few hours from here. He has beautiful birds, and those eggs, as long as my bronze turkey eggs, are also going into lockdown in the same incubator tonight. Whoop, almost flipped the pool. That would have been quite traumatic. You see how they drill in the mud? I don't know if I can see it. I'm going to try. Yeah, they see how they drill into the mud there to pull at vegetation and roots and to sift any kind of anything that's edible. Very normal thing for geese to do. They really seem to like this corner of the yard as well. And we have a larger space, like it's almost an acre of that we're enclosing with a fenced area. Oh, the one pool's almost full. There's a tufted goose there in the pool, nibbling on the side. I'm going to move the hose. Hopefully I don't startle her. It's okay. Just want a little bit of a rinse out. Spray a little bit and then I'll go fill up. There's a label that came off in the pool. Alright, let's see how long it takes. That help fill up. So geese are new to me. This has been a long time wished for experience, and you know, we have the goslings that are 3 weeks of age and 4 weeks, or 4 days rather, and more coming out of the incubator tomorrow or the next day. So we are going to raise those geese, keep them here for evaluation, and decide which ones we're going to keep. It's going to be really hard to part with any of them. There's Angel, and I can't zoom in more than that. That's it. So. Granted, it's not a very creative name, but I think it suits her. We have 8 geese here, which happens to be, you know, my life number, and I really enjoy having things in groups of 3s, 5s, or 8s, or more. The water is spraying everywhere. It's quite noisy too. Watch Angel go down the hill. I mean, having those mulch hills is quite beneficial for their legs and keeping them in shape. Oh, did you see the butterfly? Oh, that was kind of nice. Went by and checked out the geese. And Gander just loves the pool. He's always in there. Always. First one to go in. Testing out the water, making sure it's good. It's pretty cold, I'm sure. We have well water. It is hard, the well water, but we have a filtration system to treat the water inside, and it bypasses it to go outside. I'm gonna have to pin something down on the rooftop to keep the tarps from flopping around like that. Kind of annoying. I brought some more dandelions for them yesterday. They really enjoyed that. Oh, the butterfly's back. I don't know if you saw it. And actually, it's inside of the aviary too right now. I think I can't figure out how to get out. See if we can see it there. And it's quite windy, so see if I can. Oh. Don't like to interfere too much, and I don't think I could scoop it up unless it stops. Come on. Because he's gonna be in here all day trying to figure out how to get out. Wasting all its energy. Come on, you can't go that way. See if it slows down. I don't think so. Where'd you go? I can't reach it up there. Oh, it's gonna get out. Yeah, almost. The wings aren't gonna fit. Oh, almost. Oh, I have nothing to stand on to get out of there. You almost got it, buddy. Oh, there it goes. There, free. I need a chair here. That pool is almost filled up, so when it's filled, I'll do a little, turn it off and see if they go for a little swim. Let me know what kind of content you'd like to see. I have the turkey eggs are going to be our first time hatching turkeys here. And I'm really looking forward to having the bronze turkeys. It was quite a mission to find them. Somebody local had them and they wanted $250 a dozen, which I thought was atrocious. You know, I try to be reasonable with the eggs and the prices that I sell my eggs for. And so I drove, I think I drove about 5 hours to get the turkey eggs that I got, and I went and got some duck eggs and guinea eggs and the East India eggs and the goose eggs all at the same time in the same trip. So it's quite an expensive weekend to do that, but and I'm really blessed that I'm able to have as many incubators that I have. It's a lot of fun hatching them out. It's very passionate about it. I enjoy it a lot. Taking care of them and their brooders is a lot of work. Well, I'm sure we'll have it figured out. Look at them go, tearing up the roots. That's what I was hoping for, as I'm working on that area, and you know, I'm going to bring them some veggies. They're going to get their salad tomorrow or Saturday morning, probably tomorrow. I'll make a video of that. We're going to pick up their resource food, and you can see how quickly why the water gets dirty, because they are drilling in mud and then they'll go and take a sip of water, and of course it makes the water look dirty quickly, but it is still fairly fresh. I think they're looking a lot better. I'm really happy You know, we have some of the followers from the Duck Adventure from 10 years ago with us, and I'd really love it if you could put the word out there, spread the word that the videos are going to be coming regularly. I'm not a big fan of being on camera, so that may take some time to get used to doing, but I want you to see what I see, you know, and enjoy viewing the birds. I may do like a time lapse or something like that. We're going to build the fence this coming, not this weekend, but next weekend. I have to order all the braces. I'm going to do it similar to what I used for the aviary, the joints and everything to do that. And then we're going to use planter boxes to create some stability. I'm going to stick with my original plan and do the epoxy with the drilled holes into the limestone and hope for the best, you know, and we'll add weight and support where needed. But yeah, I'm going to probably stretch out the rope to do that after I get back from meeting everybody today for their little birdie pickups. I have silkies and muscovies getting picked up. So, and later this evening, the small chocolate and blue Indian runners and 3 culls are going to their new home as well. So that pool is almost full. I don't know if it's my perception, like my vision or not, but I could swear that my older phone, I could see it better in the screen in the sunlight. And this one is the 16 Pro Max, and I have a hard time seeing it even on full brightness. And I do have the 17 Pro Max. I haven't started using it yet. So I'll switch over. That takes me a good solid day to switch everything over. Do all verification codes and all that stuff. It's not really a good time. And that one has 2 terabytes of space, so I probably should have waited a year to get the other phone, but I know that filming takes a lot of space, and I like to not delete everything. I keep things as a documentation. Organizing the pebbles and the wood. It's almost like he's trying to make a water nest. He's placing everything along the edge there. They're eating the food. You're getting it's pellets, and there's some layer mash as well in there. So notice how he's already put branches into the water. It was kind of interesting. I noticed that today. There's a lot of branches in the water. They're looking a lot better. You know, I was talking to Mark about keeping the Emden goose, and I think I might keep her. So might just do like an Emden pilgrim cross with her, keep her with the other pilgrim goose, and hopefully that makes a nice little trio. And then the rest of the tufted and the non-tufted geese we'll put together for breeding. We'll keep them beside each other in the aviary so they can see each other. But just for the period of maybe 45 days, we'll keep them separated. I could probably go pick up a third pool. What do you guys think? Wouldn't be too bad to have a third one. Maybe even 2 more, because then they could each be 2 in each pool. And they're pretty good at taking turns though. Well, the water's still running on the hose, so I'm gonna leave that, leave it be for, where are we at now? Almost 10 minutes, or yeah, 8.5 minutes, not too bad. Might stop it at 9 minutes because I've got to head in and go do some stuff with the incubators before I go. I do have a larger kiddie pool, but it's challenging to empty. It does have a drain plug. I do want to put the house tubs in, but I'm not sure where I'm going to do them. And I'm going to do them in a way that I can put them on a pallet and pick them up and move them around. And I have the plumbing for everything already, so it will be easy to attach a hose and connect it and fill up the pools. Those are usually preferred by the ducks, I find, and the geese. Oh, yeah. I think we're actually at closer to 30 minutes, and I thought we were at 9.5 minutes, but it shows how quickly time flies. It's hard to see the screen in the sun. All right, well, we'll stop it at 28 minutes then. Your little pool shenanigans. You're watching the airplane fly over. Okay, well, we'll wrap it up there. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. Bye for now.